What if the answer to a stronger, healthier prostate wasn't in a prescription bottle, but in a private habit most men never talk about out loud? It might sound odd, even a little controversial, but hear me out. Recent science is uncovering that regular intentional self-stimulation, yes, masturbation, might actually improve the health of your prostate as you age. This isn't locker room talk or old wives' tales. We're talking about improved circulation, reduced congestion, lower inflammation, and better hormonal stability, all from a natural process you've likely known about your whole life. I'm Dr. Eli Morgan. Stay with me, because if you're over 60, this simple routine might be one of the most powerful and least discussed and tools in your entire wellness toolbox. In this video, we'll explore groundbreaking findings that most doctors still don't bring up during routine checkups. By the end, you'll understand how this natural practice can affect your prostate's performance, comfort, and resilience. And the final insight we'll share could radically shift the way you approach aging. Before we dive in, if you value this kind of straight-talking, science-backed health advice for seniors, hit that subscribe button and give this video a like. It helps us bring you more no-nonsense health strategies, and it supports others like you in staying strong, sharp, and independent. The overlooked decline of the aging prostate. As the years add up, most men start to notice the little things. Waking up more at night to urinate, a slower stream, or the feeling that you're never quite empty. These might seem like small inconveniences at first until they become constant companions. What many don't realize is that these symptoms often point back to one organ quietly undergoing change: the prostate. Roughly the size of a walnut in youth, the prostate tends to enlarge with age, leading to pressure on the bladder and urethra. And yet, despite being central to male health, prostate care rarely gets attention until something goes wrong. But what if we could flip the script? What if there was a simple, at-home practice, one most men already know how to do, that could support the prostate's health before major issues ever develop? Let's take a deeper look at how this works, starting with one of the most vital systems in your body. It might surprise you, but many urologists are beginning to speak more openly about how sexual self-stimulation isn't just about pleasure. It's a form of physiological maintenance. That's right. Masturbation, when practiced moderately and mindfully, can positively impact multiple aspects of your prostate's function. From helping prevent fluid stagnation to encouraging healthy circulation and hormone regulation, it's a low-cost, no-risk routine that brings the body's natural systems into rhythm. Still skeptical? That's understandable. The subject often gets dismissed as either taboo or frivolous. But there's emerging research from institutions like Harvard and the Mayo Clinic suggesting that regular ejaculation may be linked to lower risks of prostate inflammation and even certain chronic conditions. We're going to walk through the science step by step so you can make an informed choice based on facts, not cultural myths. Benefit 1: improves pelvic blood flow and oxygenation. First, let's talk about blood flow, the silent engine of tissue health. As we age, circulation naturally slows, especially in the lower abdomen and pelvic region. This can leave tissues less oxygenated, slower to repair, and more prone to inflammation. The prostate, being highly vascular, is especially affected by this slowdown. Here's where self-stimulation plays a surprising role. When you engage in sexual activity, your body directs blood to the pelvic area, including the prostate. This temporary surge in blood flow doesn't just increase arousal, it delivers oxygen, clears out waste byproducts, and encourages the natural turnover of prostate cells. A study published in Urology Journal found that men who reported consistent sexual activity into their 60s and 70s had better indicators of prostate vascularity, meaning their tissue was healthier, and less prone to stagnation. Think of it like a mini cardiovascular workout for your pelvic organs. You're not just relieving pressure, you're oxygenating and rejuvenating critical tissues. And this circulation boost is foundational for everything else that follows. Benefit 2, reduces prostatic inflammation through natural flushing. Next, let's address a major culprit in prostate discomfort, inflammation. As men age, the prostate can accumulate internal fluids, such as prostatic secretions, that don't get regularly expelled. When these fluids stagnate, they become a breeding ground for inflammation, leading to that familiar pressure, tenderness, or frequent urge to urinate. But here's the critical insight. Ejaculation acts like a flushing mechanism. Each time you release, those built-up fluids are cleared, helping reduce internal congestion and keeping inflammation at bay. In fact, a 2016 European study observed that men with regular ejaculation patterns had significantly lower levels of inflammatory markers in their prostate fluid compared to men with infrequent release. Less inflammation means less swelling, less pressure on the bladder, and a lower risk of prostatitis, that nagging chronic condition many older men endure silently. This isn't about overdoing it. It's about gently supporting your body's own clearing system. Regular sexual release in this light becomes a natural way to reduce low-grade inflammation, much like how walking every day helps reduce joint stiffness. Benefit 3, balances, hormones, and boosts. Feel-good neurochemistry. We often separate emotional and physical health, but in the body they're tightly connected, especially when it comes to hormones. Each time a man experiences sexual arousal and release, the body responds with a cascade of hormone shifts. Dopamine rises, cortisol drops, and critically, endorphins are released. These feel-good chemicals reduce pain perception, improve mood, and foster relaxation. But here's where it gets interesting for the prostate. This hormonal cascade also influences testosterone and DHT levels, two androgens linked to prostate growth. Consistent but moderate self-stimulation can support hormonal balance by reducing wild fluctuations, which in turn can help stabilize the prostate's behavior over time. In a study from the Andrology and Aging Review, researchers noted that sexually active men over 65 had more stable testosterone levels and reported fewer mood swings, lower stress, and even better sleep, all of which are tied to long-term prostate wellness. And then there's oxytocin, often called the bonding hormone. It's released during sexual climax and has been shown to reduce anxiety and counter inflammation. So, what may feel like a private physical act is also a powerful neurochemical reset that supports the whole system, prostate included. Benefit 4, prevents congestion and reduces risk of prostate enlargement. Let's talk about something many men aren't aware of: prostate congestion. Your prostate produces secretions as part of its role in reproduction, but with age, reduced sexual activity can lead to these fluids building up. This is called congestion, and over time it can irritate the gland, increase pressure, and contribute to symptoms of benign prostatic hyperplasia, BPH, also known as age-related prostate enlargement. By maintaining a regular ejaculation schedule, you're essentially clearing out the pipes. It's not unlike cleaning a filter in your air conditioner. Leave it too long, and things clog, pressure builds, and performance drops. A research team from Osaka University found that men with higher ejaculation frequency had a statistically significant reduction in BPH-related urinary symptoms compared to those with lower frequency. Their conclusion? Natural clearance may reduce pressure on the urethra and maintain smoother urinary flow. So instead of waiting until discomfort demands a prescription, think about simple, regular self-care as a preventative habit, one that protects the gland's internal environment before symptoms ever show up. Synthesis, the cumulative benefits and why they matter. So, what do we get when we pull all these threads together? We see a clear, powerful pattern. Better blood flow delivers oxygen and clears waste. Reduced inflammation means less pressure and more comfort. Hormonal balance lowers physical stress and improves resilience. Regular release prevents congestion that could otherwise cause trouble. Individually, each of these is helpful, but together, they create a dynamic system of prostate protection that goes far beyond pills or procedures. This is not a miracle cure, and it's not a license for overindulgence. It's a way to integrate a natural, low-impact behavior into a larger lifestyle of active aging. Just like brushing your teeth protects against decay, or walking helps your joints. Regular, respectful sexual self-care can be a part of whole body maintenance. It's time to change how we view this act, not as something shameful or indulgent, but as something biologically useful, emotionally grounding, and surprisingly therapeutic. Caveat, a word of caution. Moderation matters. As with anything health-related, balance is key. While regular masturbation can provide real benefits for prostate health, going overboard may lead to temporary side effects like genital soreness, fatigue, or even emotional dullness. If it becomes compulsive, used as a coping mechanism rather than a mindful act of self-care, it may begin to affect mood, motivation, or relationships. Think of it like caffeine. A moderate dose sharpens the mind, but too much leads to jitteriness and burnout. If you find yourself relying on it for emotional relief, or it begins to interfere with daily functioning, it may be time to speak with a trusted healthcare provider or counselor. A healthy prostate thrives on physical and emotional balance. That includes respecting your limits, listening to your body, and knowing when to rest. This isn't about guilt, it's about mindfulness. Empowerment through simplicity. As we wrap up, here's what I hope you take away. Maintaining prostate health doesn't always require high-tech scans, expensive medications, or invasive procedures. Sometimes it's about returning to what your body already knows how to do, and doing it with intention, moderation, and self-respect. We've explored how something as basic as self-stimulation can support your circulation, clear out inflammation, stabilize your hormones, and reduce the risk of prostate congestion. No pills, no supplements, just biology at work. And in a world full of flashy wellness fads and confusing advice, isn't it comforting to know that something simple, something within your control, can actually make a difference? So take care of yourself. Stay curious. Keep learning. And don't let age define what's possible for your body or your health. After all, growing older isn't about decline. It's about adjusting, optimizing, and staying connected to the rhythms that keep you well. Now that you understand how a basic natural act can play such a surprising role in prostate health, what's your biggest takeaway? Let us know in the comments. We'd love to hear your thoughts, questions, or personal experiences. What surprised you the most? And if this video helped you see things in a new light, don't forget to like it, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss another health tip made just for seniors. Stay strong, stay sharp, and keep taking control of your health, one smart habit at a time.